Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Excited, Arizona! Wow! Thank you for tuning in to the Michael Crawford Get Excited Show today. You're going to love the show today. I guarantee you. It's kind of a different twist. I mean, think about this. Think about the concept. It'd be kind of unique, wouldn't it, if we all had an expiration date on our birth certificates. I see some of you laughing, but I'm serious. Think about it now. And the expiration date was December 21st, 2012. How would you live your life? What would be your mission? Would you really have a definite purpose? And would it be like your will or thy will? You got to think about that. Now, let's move forward. The expiration date is about to expire. We're less than 24 hours away, and you get a call from the hospital. Guess what the hospital says? The hospital says, sorry, we made a mistake. Your expiration date is December 21st, 2042. Oh, wow. Well, the first thing, you'd be ecstatic. I mean, you would just be totally elated. Or as I say, excited. Because you're not expiring. You have more time. But what I want to ask you, what would be your mission statement? What would be the path that you were walking down? Would it be the same as before? Or would it be totally altered? Do you have a game plan? And if not, why not? Well, today is the author of this great book, 2012, Mr. Mike Pryor. What would you do when other people panic? Mike's going to get into the expiration date, what we really need to have, and what we really shouldn't worry about. He's going to explain all that. By the end of the Michael Crawford Get Excited show today, I think you're going to have a whole renewing in your spirit. So get excited, and without any further ado, my good friend, Mike Pryor.
Michael, thank you so much for having me on the show.
You're welcome. Now, let's get right to it. Okay. 2012, what would you do? What will you do when other people panic? I love that. And I love the book. I got to tell you, I actually read it twice.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, because it's one of those reads to where I think your underlying message is this, and I want to hear it from you, but I want you to elaborate, is that in the Bible, it says that don't worry about when you're going to expire.
Right.
There's only one man, and that's God.
Right.
That He knows.
That's it.
But what we are supposed to do is be prepared.
Yes.
And this book, 2012, is all about making sure you're prepared. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
So tell us, why did you write it?
Okay. Well, it's basically designed to be an inspirational book. You know, it kind of, around the media overblown topic of 2012 and the end of the world, I wanted to have something that kind of was a little bit more voice of reason. And it started with a friend who basically was talking, we were on a vacation trip, and he was thinking about we could spend all our money because the world was going to end anyway, according to the Mayan calendar. And that was the first time I'd heard about that, in 2008. And so we're on this vacation, we're joking, he starts telling me about the Mayan calendar prophecy and all that. And a few weeks later, we're at a barbecue, and a lady from our church group was talking about her life ending and the world ending in 4 years.
Oh, wow.
2012. It really kind of bothered me. So I went home, Googled it, and come to find out there was actually a website dedicated to a countdown, and they have a little clock running to 12/21/2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so the more I started researching it, the more I started thinking that all the news out there was negative already. This is, 4 years ahead of this time. That what's it going to be like, once it gets closer? And having recalled Y2K and how the hype around Y2K, the media hype, people standing in Walmart and the newscasters are in there showing there's no water left, the generators are gone. People were worried about their computers not turning back on. So I just couldn't help but wonder what the media hype's going to look like, what it's going to feel like the day when people really believe that the end of the world is coming. And so this was just supposed to help guide them to have a plan for that day, but don't fear that day, because chances are God tells us that's not the day.
Absolutely. Well, here's what I feel about the book, and I need to have you elaborate on this, because my wife was, as she always does, always like quizzes me about certain books. Do I like it?
Sure.
And I said, here's what I love about this book, Gloria. Kind of like I said at the top of the show, is that it's not so much about, you're going to go to hell or you're going to go to heaven. It's not about that.
No.
What this book is about is have a PLP.
That's right.
A personal life plan.
Exactly.
And you may not be on fire as a lot of Christians are for the Lord, which I think you're wrong. I think you are. I really do. As I'm sitting here talking to you,
Absolutely.
you really do.
Absolutely.
You love God, and I feel
do.
your spirit.
Right.
But when you wrote this, it wasn't so much about the biblical avenue, was as the personal avenue.
Right.
Tell my viewers about that.
Sure. Absolutely. I think, the fundamental quote is in here, right?
You can read it if you
may
like.
I? All right. So this is kind of where it started.
Okay.
Is in our small group, we talk about, we do our Bible study, and the day and the hour is unknown. And Matthew 24:36 clearly says, "No one knows about that day or hour, not even the angels in heaven nor the Son, but only the Father." And then it closes by saying, "So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him."
Amen.
Based on that, right? What's there to worry about?
Absolutely. And that's true.
Yeah, right.
And I say a lot of that. If you base everything you do on the principles of the Bible,
Right.
there really isn't anything to worry about.
Exactly.
But you had a reason for, writing this, meaning that you thought there was a deficiency. I feel,
Yes.
the connection I have
Yes.
with you was I felt in your mind that you thought there was a gross negligence and deficiency as far as having any kind of personal life plan.
Absolutely. Most Americans today, they're just going day to day, and they're bouncing from one thing to the next, and they don't have a plan. They don't know where they're going, so they don't have the Bible to actually come back to sometimes, which is sad. But if they had something to kind of go back to their faith, that what the Bible says is true, and that you don't have to worry about it, then you could lead your life a lot different. And you'd plan for more than just 2012. You would plan for the next 40 years or however long. So, my vision of this when we were writing it was that to reach those who are real, devout believers, and then those who aren't believers, to kind of introduce them to the Scripture maybe for the first time, and just say, there is really, no reason to worry, and that's kind of what the whole book was about.
Excellent. I am so glad you said that, because I also feel that there are a lot of great people like yourself that you write a book, okay, not just to profit off of.
No.
You write a book to try to really get your message and your beliefs of wanting to help. In Matthew 10, it states, we are commanded to go out and spread the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ.
Right.
I'm feeling with you even right now with your spirit is that you would really like people to read this and maybe even call you for you could kind of give them direction, and then in a way to where they can accept the good news. We're not supposed to pound it down their throat.
Exactly.
So talk about that.
Right, absolutely. No, I'd love to be kind of a resource for people to, kind of get on the right path. Have a plan. That's my background. It's my profession is planning. It's what I've always done, and it's what we do. And so it doesn't have to be complicated. It can be very simple. But to help people, whether they want to do it on a piece of paper with a pencil or go meet a financial advisor full time and sit down and do a full-blown plan, we can help them either way. But yeah, that's what I think we're here for. That's my mission, is to get the good news out that if you have a plan, 2012 will come and go, just like Y2K did. If you don't have a plan, you might get caught up in it. So if there's anything I can do to help them, we have free resources on the website. Call me. Whatever we can do.
Put that out. We have 2 minutes before we have to go to break.
Okay.
I would like for everyone, all of you Arizona, to really know how to reach this man, how to go to his website, and quite candidly, to how to buy this book for $9.99. Yeah, I said that. And I'm really kind of surprised when he told me this morning. I'm going, you're kidding me. I was fortunate to get one. By the way, he hasn't signed it yet, but I'm not letting him go until he does, because all the authors that I interview sign it. But sure. I was impressed with the price, because it's probably the most inexpensive, significant knowledge out there today. And I'm sincere when I tell you that. I mean, I'm just not, you know me, Arizona. Michael Crawford just doesn't talk to hear himself talk. I talk facts, and I want to do everything I possibly can also to spread the gospel.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely.
And this is one of those unique books. You really will be impressed. 2012, What Will You Do When Other People Panic? Only for $9.95. Go right now. GetExcitedBooks.com. GetExcitedBooks.com. Click on and buy 2012. And please email me and tell me what you thought about it. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? It's kind of that real, again, simple message about having a PLP, a personal life plan. And then at the same time, reference to the bottom line, don't worry. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Because only one person knows. And guess what? You don't have to know. what you truly, as well as everybody around you, that you need to get the message across to them. Just be prepared. Get excited. Don't touch that dial, because we're coming right back to the Michael Crawford Get Excited Show with my special guest, the author of 2012, What Will You Do When Other People Panic, Mr. Mike Pryor. Don't touch that dial.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Big Belro Kia is your one-stop shop for the best deals on new Kias. Check out the 2011 Kia Soul starting at only $109 a month. That's right, only $109 a month. Hurry into Big Belro Kia for great deals, great service, and great selection.
Wow! Get excited, Arizona. I have to tell you, you really ready to get excited? Do you have any old jewelry laying around? Any old silver laying around? You need some extra cash? I mean, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. And you get the deal with a Christian man. That's right, Bill Zacharias at Z's Jewelers on 75th Avenue and Greenway. I'm here to tell you, there's not a better man. He's done all my jewelry, and he's going to do it from here on out, because I love dealing with someone that doesn't try to take advantage of you, and that's not Bill's motto. That's Z's Fine Jewelry. Bill understands that there are a lot of jewelers in town. It is important to find someone that you can trust. Bill Zacharias has been a jeweler for over 29 years. Z's Fine Jewelry is located at 75th Avenue and Greenway, and they are open Tuesday through Saturday. Call Bill right now, 623-374-7706. That's 623-374-7706. A portion of their business is helping people create extra income. They do this by purchasing their gold, silver, and platinum. That's Z's Fine Jewelry at 75th Avenue and Greenway. Call him right now, 623-374-7706.
If you would like to buy 2012 What Will You Do by author Michael Pryor,
go to getexcitedbooks.com, your store for Christian books online. With a large selection of books for low prices and amazing deals, you can't beat it. We also offer ebooks for your computer, Kindle, or iPad. So remember, visit getexcitedbooks.com, your one-stop shop for all your reading needs.
Big Belro Kia is your one-stop shop for the best deals on new Kias. 2011 Kia Sorento starting at only $239 a month. That's right, only $239 a month. Hurry into Big Belro Kia for great deals, great service, and great selection.
My name is Dr. Torsten Stein. At 7'2", I am the world's tallest chiropractor. Since I played professional basketball, I'm no stranger to pain. Conventional treatments did not help me. But then I found chiropractic. And now I'm here to help those who are still in pain. Don't worry, I got your back. Come check me out at worldstallestchiropractor.com.
If you would like to make a love gift, large or small, please mail it to Get Excited Ministries, P.O. Box 11176, Glendale, Arizona 85318. This program is made possible by the prayers and contributions of you, the viewer.
Get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started.
Wow!
Let's get it started.
Get excited, Arizona! And thank you for tuning in today to the Michael Crawford Get Excited Show. I'm glad you didn't touch that dial, because whoa! If you liked the first segment, you're gonna love this next. But I want to say again about the book. My guest today on the Michael Crawford Get Excited Show is Mike Pryor, the author of 2012, What Are You Gonna Do When Everybody Else Panics? You know, I was talking to Mike off camera about the PLP, the Personal Life Plan. And my question now to him, Mike, I want to know, because there's a lot of viewers watching this right now, and they're probably wondering, okay, I don't have it totally, but I'm kind of getting it, okay?
Right.
But how specifically do they create a personal life plan?
Absolutely. You know, and it differs for everybody. That's the good news part of the, you know, there's no right or wrong way. You know, there's a lot of ways to do it that it's comfortable for you. So for some people, they like to just do it themselves. They're kind of like do-it-themselves people. And so for them...
Those are the hands-on people.
The hands-on people, you know, and they feel like they have a pretty good grasp on life, and they know what they're doing. So they feel like, okay, I can just do it myself. That's fine. It's basically as simple as, again, if you have Microsoft Word or a pen and paper, you know, you can start off by listing these 5 things of what I think is important. Your faith, your family, your friends, your finances, and fun.
Wow.
You know, if you focus on those 5 things, right, and then you put goals to each one as you go through, And when I say that, it's not just writing stuff down, but it's actually putting dates to it.